Well, good evening, everybody. Ken Johnson is here with you, and I'm sending Weatherman Cam a invite to join us, so he'll be on here in a few minutes. I'm a little later than I wanted to be tonight. I had a couple little errands to run on my dinner break, and I had a few little things to do around the station, so I'm a little bit later on than I normally am. I normally like to be on before 9:30 if we can, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to quite get there tonight. So, with that said, I hope that you guys had a fantastic weekend. Mine was somewhat busy, just doing the normal things. And for whatever reason, Facebook won't let me bring up my messenger to be able to send Weatherman Cam an invite here. So, oh, there we go. It did then. So, give me a second. I'll send a link to him, and hopefully he will. I don't understand. Sometimes it runs a little bit slow, Facebook can. So I don't understand why that. But whenever he joins, we'll bring him on here. He won't be on for long. So you know what? I made the best gumbo last night. The best gumbo. In fact, I can probably show it here. I'm going to show you my gumbo. So, um, I've always made pretty good gumbo. I'm from Mississippi, but I have family in Louisiana. I grew up in that area. My grandparents, my grandmother was, they lived in the South, they lived in the country, and they didn't make like gumbo and stuff. They made mostly country food. But my uncle John, anyway, he was big on like Cajun seafood and those kinds of things. But I would sometimes go to restaurants down there in Louisiana, and we'd eat gumbo, and it would always be really good. Sometimes my mom would go to the store and buy the frozen gumbo, but I like to cook my own thing. I like to do my own thing. So last night we have what's called family dinner night on Sunday night. My wife decided to do it several weeks ago, and it's we don't see our kids much. When they get to be grown adults, whatever, you just don't see them that much anymore, right? They go do their own thing. So we set aside Sunday night. Either we go out to eat or we cook dinner there at the house. Hey, what's up there, Michael or Michelle? Michael, Michael. I always have a hard time with the Michael Michelle thing, but anyway, so we last night I sent a text to my kids. Hey, what do y'all want for dinner tonight? And Hayes is like, I want your gumbo. Well, I always make gumbo that's pretty good, but this gumbo last night I made it differently, and it was. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. So what I did, and you can see it down there. Let me see if I can make it play here. What I did with this particular gumbo, I took it and I smoked my chicken breasts, or actually chicken thighs. I smoked them. I put seasoning on them. I smoked them. And then when they were done, I let them cool off, and then I took the skin, took it off, peeled it off. I took all the meat off the bone, deboned them. And then I took the bones and the skin and I put it in a tub of water and a pot of water, and I boiled it for a while. I got that smoky flavor into the broth there. And I added some chicken broth in with it too. Then from there, I just took my chicken, added it over in there, the meat. Of course, you drain it, you take the bones and all the skin out, but it gets the flavor in there. That's what you're hoping for. So then you take the meat, and I seasoned my vegetables, and I actually browned them on the stove first in olive oil and just some seasoning salt, Cajun seasoning salt, that is. I did the Holy Trinity, which is bell peppers, celery, and onions. Then I did the Pope, which is called the okra, the garlic. I put that in there, and then I put the okra in there, and then I browned my sausage and put it in there. Then I made my roux. Well, of course, I put my roux in there before I put the vegetables in there, but it was so good. It was fantastic, y'all. It really was good. So, somebody asked me earlier, said, or when are you gonna make a pot for everybody else? I said, a fun thing for me to do would be for me to have a little gumbo fest or something. Make a huge pot of it. Have everybody come out and get a bowl or get a cup. I serve mine over rice. Some people do potato salad, but I do mine over rice. So, all right. So Weatherman Cam is here. Let me Weatherman Cam. All right, kid. Oh, that was loud. How you doing, bud?
Great. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Doing
Well,
good.
that's good. Well, I can't now. All of a sudden, my audio's gotten low here. Let me turn my volume up over here a little bit, I guess. So check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me
Yeah,
fine, Cameron? All right,
yeah.
good. So, but anyway, so Cameron, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it's worked. That's it.
Well, no,
Nothing.
you did more than that. To start with Friday night, what'd you do on Friday night?
Oh, that was that was chocolate soiree. I had to really think about it. Yeah, that was fun. Went to chocolate soiree. That was fun. And then from there, went out to the bars. I don't know if I can say it on air. I don't care. Went to the bars for
No,
a little
it's
bit.
fine.
Hung out with Jade and some of the other people from work, Felicity, and
Hmm.
that was good. I mean, kind of. I would say it got boring towards the end, but we were all just hungry, so we're like, let's go get something to eat. So.
Yeah. Then you went. Where'd you go eat?
I went to Whataburger, and I haven't had Whataburger in months, and it
Oh, that's
was
good. I love Whataburger.
so good.
Yep, it is good. So Saturday, I know you worked Saturday, but you also did something else too. What did you do Saturday?
Oh yeah, Pancake Fest.
Oh yeah. You just forgot
Was it?
about the
Yeah, that
pancakes.
was
You
Saturday.
just
Dude,
forgot
look,
about the pancakes.
look, things just bleed together eventually, and
I
that's what's
know.
happening.
I know. It does the same thing for me. Sometimes I'll like this morning. I had to wake up and think about what day it was. I was like, "What day is it?" And I had to remember. Oh,
Well,
today is Monday.
it's a good thing you remembered, or else you wouldn't have been to work on time.
That is true. That is true. So did you have fun at the pancake festival?
Yeah, that's all. I think, yeah, that's all I ate on Saturday was just pancakes and sausage. I went twice because it's good.
Yeah, because you went with me the second time.
Uh huh.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy the pancake festival. The pancakes are pretty good. But the more importantly is the people are just that are there are just fun to interact with and be around. So,
Right.
but did you watch the games yesterday?
I did not watch any of the Commanders Eagles. I looked at the score and it was a blowout, so I didn't care to put it on. But I did
Yeah, it wasn't very
watch
good.
pretty much the second half of the Chiefs Bills game.
And what did you think of the Chiefs Bills game?
It went about how I expected it to go, where it was close and the Chiefs ultimately pulled it out.
Yeah, exactly. The script was followed down to the T. I mean, it couldn't have been any more. That's exactly the way it always goes between it. It's just odd because in the regular season, Josh Allen will beat Patrick Mahomes, but you
Yeah.
get him into that playoff, and Patrick Mahomes is just he's just on another level.
Yeah, and now I don't know. It's hard to think that they're not. I don't know. I want to say they're going to three-peat, but
They will.
the Eagles are pretty good.
The Eagles have the type of team that could probably beat them because they got a defense, and
Right.
they've got Saquon. I don't know. It's hard to shut down Patrick Mahomes and bet against him. I actually bet against him yesterday. I really thought the Bills. This was the Bills year. I really thought the Bills would win, and I still question some of the officiating in the game, like that controversial 4th down and 1. I felt like Josh Allen had it,
Yeah, I thought he had it too.
and from every vantage point I've seen, he had it. One of the officials comes in and gives it to him. The other one says no, 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 no. So I hate it though when officials determine the outcomes of games, especially one that big. And that playing at Arrowhead, they're going to give the Chiefs the calls. They're going to. It's just how it always goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just knew that was going to be the call. It's so hard to beat the Chiefs. It's just so hard, and I foresee a three-peat, four-peat, all that. I just don't see them really losing. I mean, it's just Patrick Mahomes, he is the Michael Jordan or the LeBron James of the NFL or the Tiger Woods of the NFL, we could say.
Or you could just say the new Tom Brady.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I honestly think Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was a pocket passer. He won, with his brain and his arm. Patrick Mahomes has the arm, he has the brain, he has the athletic ability to do whatever. I think he's better. I think at the end of the day, he could very easily challenge, Tom Brady's Super Bowl record there.
I mean, he's already if he wins this year, he's already got three.
I mean, back to back to back to back. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, there was a lot of controversial calls in that, but there always are, and people are going to say, this, and this, and I mean, it's at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I can still think back to what was it, 2000 and um, 2000 and what 19 it was when the Saints were in the NFC Championship game and Tommy Lee Jones was it Tommy Lee Jones? Yeah,
Talking sports.
Yeah, we're talking sports on here today, so So, but
What's
anyway,
Cam know about that?
Cam
What?
doesn't know anything about
Why am I
sports. So.
getting? See, look, see. I'm always a target for everyone anyone who walks in our studio. I'm the target. I'm
That's
not even
right.
there, and I'm a
Well,
target.
you're an easy target. Oh yeah, and
Oh
my
my
wife Kelly
gosh.
says, by the way, much better job. It doesn't look like you got a toilet bowl sitting over your shoulder now there. So
I literally had to pull my entire table to the side so it'd be centered up better.
I actually saw what she was talking about, and I actually like where you're standing now better.
Yeah, you can actually see it now. It's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a toilet bowl. I mean, I never really thought. I mean, but I know what it is back there, so
Yeah, see if
I
I go
didn't
like
never really
this.
think that. But once yeah, that's a toilet. Now it doesn't. Now it's a tornado. Speaking of which, Cameron, last night I watched for the first time. I watched
Yeah. Okay.
Twister.
Yeah. Okay. You were texting you like this movie's so bad. Like you were like, what was wrong with it? I thought it was a pretty decent movie.
No, it was too far fetched. Too far fetched. Every
How?
storm, every tornado they chased, they were right there in the middle of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's Hollywood. But overall, for what the
No,
movie
all right, all
was,
right. So here's something else inaccurate. Oftentimes it'd be chasing a storm, and guess what? There'd be the only people chasing that storm. That isn't how it goes in reality. There'll be hundreds, if not thousands, of people chasing that one
all
storm.
right, dude, you're looking way too deep into this right now.
Some of the terminology they used was pretty good. I thought pretty accurate. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, but I didn't appreciate them throwing out some terminology in the beginning when they're looking at radar talking about Cape. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. And they said the Doppler showing some supercells developing. No, the Doppler don't do that. The Doppler is a radar. So there were some things that were incorrect. I mean, it was watchable. It was watchable, but it wasn't to me. It just wasn't. I thought the first Twister was better. So
what did Corey say? I can't.
why does Cam have a porcelain throne behind him? It doesn't look like a porcelain throne now. It just did when he was standing in front of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like the tornado now. I mean, it looks good to me.
Yeah, it does. See,
Looks
I
good.
just gotta like be conscious of where I stand now because it's like if I go here, too far.
Yeah, I mean, well, but then again, you got your monitor back there. You're going to have to be able to stand where you can see the monitor too, though, because right now you're standing in front of it. Now
Boom.
there you go, perfect.
Boom. See, but now I'm like way too far away from the camera. I don't like
Well,
it,
you can just move your monitor a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks fine. I think it all looks good. So I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm not too worried about it, especially like when I chop stuff up. Like this barely even makes the cut.
Yeah. So, Justin, we were talking about the movie Twisters. I also watched the Gladiator 2. We watched this on Paramount Plus, and I just and I'm just going to pretend they never even made that movie, and just still reference back to the original. So
have you been caught? Yeah, you're watching all these movies. Have you caught up on Beast Games yet?
no, but I need to. I haven't watched it since the
Oh,
Christmas holidays. I need to get my wife in on it because I think she'd like it. She needs to watch the first 3 episodes first. I think she'd like it.
it's. I think what episode? I think you're on 6 or 7 now. But I mean, it's getting close to the end already.
Yeah, I found it very entertaining. A lot of these things I don't like. They like they got one out one out that's like Deal or No Deal, but it's like Survivor meets Deal or No Deal, and it's terrible. It's not good. It's awful.
The reason I will say, like, the reason Mr. Beast is cool is because, like, you might hear me out on this. Like, Mr. Beast for my generation is like almost like my generation's pioneer to some degree. Like, he is like a YouTube pioneer, and he's like from my generation, and he is what modern society is with the streaming age and all that. So it's like kind of cool to like see it all just fleshed out how he's built up what he's built up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So Bry wants to know if we like the Chiefs. Cam, do you like the Chiefs?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't either.
Absolutely not.
I do not dislike Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he is he's the GOAT, or he's kind of like the GOAT, and I don't dislike him. But I get tired of them always showing Taylor Swift and the Swifties. And I'm trying to watch football. I don't care nothing about Taylor Swift being up there. I don't care about that. But then again, if I were I'm a huge New Orleans Saints fan. If this was the Saints doing it, I'd be loving them. They'd loving every minute of it. And Chiefs fans better love every minute of it because there'll be that hangover effect once Patrick Mahomes leaves. That not everybody can be the Green Bay Packers. So once Patrick Mahomes leaves,
it's going to be a while before he leaves. That's the problem, Ken.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. He's still young. He's still in his prime. He's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So,
So
but I'll
like,
tell you right now, I absolutely despise the Eagles. So I will pull for the Chiefs any and every day over the Eagles.
dude, I like at this point, like, I say I'm not gonna watch it, but like, I
Oh,
don't
you'll
know.
watch it. It's football, you know. I did
It's
not watch the year the Saints got beat in the NFC Championship game because of the no call. I didn't watch the Super Bowl that year. It was hard not to, but I didn't watch it. So
I will say, Ken, if I'm working here and the Bears are in a Super Bowl, I am calling out.
yeah, the one time the Saints were in the Super Bowl, they had it. It was on CBS, and the general manager made all the main talent work that night. So I was able to watch the game, but I had to come in like straight after the game. But I didn't get to celebrate. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, I won't be working
yeah,
if the Bears ever make a Super Bowl, which I don't know.
they will one of these days. You've got talent there. Dallas Cowboys, baby. How about that new coach? New coach. I don't like the hire. I think that's a questionable hire. Like, why in the world did you just not rehire Mike McCarthy?
Have the
I
Saints
mean,
hired anyone yet?
no, they're taking their time, but again, it's not a real desirable location, so they're not people aren't jumping at that job.
I
So
think you're just down to just McCarthy at this point.
that and Kellen Moore. Not excited about. I mean, I'd probably take McCarthy over Moore. I'm not excited about either one though. So
Yeah, I don't know.
so
That's like, hey, look, you can hop on the Bears wagon for a couple of years.
hey, I'll pull for him for you. I've never been a Bears fan really. Well, I was back in '85. Of course, I was a kid then, but
Everyone was. It's like the Bulls with Jordan.
yeah. I mean, when Bull back. I mean, I loved the Bulls back in the day. I mean, it was like when Michael Jordan was on TV, and they showed most of their games, especially on Sunday. You watched Jordan. That's what you did.
Right.
It's like when Tiger Woods is playing in the Masters, you watch Tiger Woods. This is prime Tiger Woods, not today's version. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's just when you're a sports fan, even if you're not a big, let's say, golf fan, you watch because you just watch greatness. It's the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. It's greatness is what you see there, along with a little bit of a push by the referees to help them out. So the officials. So yeah. All right. Well, this was a short weather after dark. I have to go, Cameron. I got to get dressed here, but we got a little rain on the way this week. Doesn't look like a lot here, but it's going to be probably a couple little shots of some rain there Wednesday and Wednesday night. Should be gone Thursday. I'm going to be talking about that here in a few minutes on News Channel 6. So we'll be back on here tomorrow night. Y'all have a good night. Cameron, you have a good night, buddy. See you later.
Whoa! How
What
did I
is
do
that?
that?
What did you do? How did you do that?
I did thumbs up and started shooting fireworks. I don't know.
It didn't do that for me.
Well, you did.
See, you did it
Oh,
again.
is that some special effects you have on your phone?
I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know it was a thing. You got to be like enthusiastic with it. See?
It didn't do it for me. It must not like me. All right, Superman's got to go put his outfit on. I got to go. I'll see y'all later.